It's happening right now. This is a genuine photo of our planet taken just a few months ago by a satellite, and it shows something shocking. Look closely at the center of this photo. There's something weird going on. What do you see? That big gap in the middle? Yeah, me too. It looks like a giant chunk of the planet is missing, but it's not supposed to look like that. Our planet's crust is always shifting and moving, and over millions of years we've seen some pretty wild changes. But this change is different. In a matter of months, we've watched part of the Earth's crust disappear. So what's really going on here? What's behind this massive land shift? And why should you care? Well, as it turns out, there are some very good reasons you should care about this massive land shift, and we're going to tell you all about them today. This is the weirdest part of this story. The first reason you should care is because we can actually measure these movements in real time. We have satellites orbiting the planet that capture images of Earth's surface every few days. And when we compare these photos over time, we can see the Earth's crust shifting in ways we never knew possible. Since 1992, scientists have been able to track these movements thanks to the European Space Agency's ERS-1 and ERS-2 radar satellites. The problem is these satellites only captured black and white images, making it hard to spot changes in the land. But after 2 decades of capturing data, we finally had enough to create a map of how our planet's crust was changing between 1992 and 2012. In 2015, scientists used this data to create an incredible visualization of our planet that revealed something truly amazing. They found that between 1992 and 2012, the planet's crust had changed by nearly 8 inches. But that's just an average. Some places saw movement of 4 inches per year, while others were completely still. Now, that may not sound like much, but if you think about how massive the Earth is, it means that every year around 17 trillion tons of rock is moved around the planet. So now we know that our planet's crust is always shifting, but that raises another question. Why does it move so much? Well, it turns out that the Earth's crust isn't as solid as you might think. It's broken up into pieces called tectonic plates that float on top of the Earth's mantle. These plates are constantly moving, colliding and crashing into each other. And it's these interactions that cause the Earth's crust to move. Sometimes these plates come together and push the land upwards, creating mountain ranges like the Himalayas. Other times they pull apart, allowing magma to rise up and create new crust. And sometimes they slide past each other, causing earthquakes. But these processes take place over millions of years. So how can we possibly be watching the Earth's crust move in real time? Well, it turns out that there are some places on the planet where these tectonic plates are moving faster than usual. And that's what's happening in the middle of this photo. This area is located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, an area known as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. It's here where 2 tectonic plates are moving away from each other at a rate of 2 inches per year. As they pull apart, magma rises up from the mantle and creates new crust. This process is known as seafloor spreading, and it's one of the most exciting things happening on our planet right now. Every day we watch as the Earth's crust is renewed in this area. Every year, the seafloor spreads out by around 5 centimeters, which may not sound like much, but it's enough for scientists to measure it with their satellites. And that's what they did. Using data from the European Space Agency's Sentinel-1 and 2 satellites, scientists created a map of the area to see how much it had changed over time. And what they found was shocking. They discovered that in just a few months, the land had shifted by a staggering 8 inches. Now you might be wondering, why does this matter? Why should you care about this massive land shift? Well, as it turns out, there are some very good reasons you should care about this massive land shift. First, it's happening much faster than expected. Scientists didn't think that the Earth's crust would move so quickly in this area. They thought that the seafloor would spread out much more slowly, but they were wrong. And that means that our understanding of the Earth's interior is incomplete. We don't know everything we need to know about how our planet works. And that's a problem. The Earth's interior is a ticking time bomb. It could erupt at any moment and cause massive destruction. Just ask the people in Tonga. When an underwater volcano erupted near the island nation, It caused a tsunami and shockwaves that were felt all around the world. This was one of the biggest natural disasters in history. It destroyed entire villages and killed hundreds of people. The good news is that scientists are now able to monitor the Earth's interior like never before. And that means that we might be able to predict these eruptions before they happen. If we can understand how the Earth's crust is moving, then we might be able to predict when it will erupt. This could save countless lives and prevent billions of dollars worth of damage. Second, this discovery has major implications for the oil and gas industry. The Earth's crust is made up of many different types of rocks, including sedimentary rocks, which often contain fossils. These rocks are formed from layers of sediment that are deposited over time. They're incredibly useful for scientists because they can use them to learn about the Earth's history. For example, in 2018, researchers made a surprising discovery while studying ancient lake deposits in China. They found evidence of life dating back 360 million years. This was a major breakthrough because it helped scientists better understand the evolution of life on Earth. But there's another type of rock that's even more valuable for scientists: igneous rocks. These rocks are formed when magma cools and solidifies. They're incredibly useful for scientists because they can use them to learn about the Earth's interior. For example, in 2020, researchers studied rocks from the Mariana Islands and made a shocking discovery. They found that the Earth's mantle is much hotter than they thought. This discovery has major implications for the oil and gas industry, because it means that there's a lot more oil and gas trapped in the Earth's crust than we thought. But that's not all. There's also a lot more minerals and metals trapped in the Earth's crust than we thought. For example, there's an estimated 5 million tons of gold just waiting to be mined. And that brings us to the third reason you should care about this massive land shift. It could help us solve the energy crisis. The Earth's crust is a vast reservoir of energy. It's estimated that there's enough geothermal energy in the Earth's crust to power the planet for millions of years. Geothermal energy is created by the heat inside the Earth's core. It's this heat that drives plate tectonics and causes volcanoes to erupt. But we're only just beginning to tap into this vast source of energy. In Iceland, geothermal energy is used to heat homes and greenhouses. In California, it's used to generate electricity. But these are just small-scale operations. There's so much more geothermal energy out there just waiting to be tapped. This discovery has major implications for the future of energy production. If we can harness the power of the Earth's core, then we could develop a clean and sustainable source of energy that would power the planet for millions of years. So these are 3 reasons why you should care about this massive land shift. It's happening much faster than expected. It has major implications for the oil and gas industry, and it could help us solve the energy crisis. But there's another reason why this discovery is so important. It's a reminder that our planet is always changing. We often think of the Earth as a static place, but it's not. It's a dynamic system that's always evolving. This discovery is a reminder that we can't predict the future. We can only make educated guesses based on the data we have available. It's a lesson that we need to remember as we face the challenges of the 21st century. We live in a world that's always changing. The only constant is change itself. And that means that we need to be prepared for anything. This discovery is a reminder that we shouldn't take our planet for granted. We should marvel at its beauty and be inspired by its power. It's a privilege to live on this planet, and we should do everything we can to protect it. As we continue to explore the Earth's crust, we'll no doubt make even more exciting discoveries. Who knows what wonders we'll uncover next? One thing is for sure, the Earth is full of surprises, and we're lucky to be along for the ride. You probably didn't expect a simple photo of our planet to teach you so much, huh? Well, that's the thing about the world. There's always something more to discover. If you want to keep learning about the amazing world we live in, stay tuned for more videos. And until next time, remember to keep your mind open and your curiosity alive. Who knows where your journey of discovery might take you next?